that in Manchester?
No, it's near Birmingham. Right, we're on the road now to pick up the Senna. It's just had a new windscreen. Just before I tell you the price of this windscreen, and I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video as like a little classic teaser, comments below, what do you think is the price of a McLaren Senna windscreen? I'll share that with you when I get to the car. We had a stone chip. It was covered under the excess of my insurance, which is great. But just roll the dice in the comments section before you get to the actual part of the video. McLaren Senna windscreen, what's the price? Porn name is your first pet's name,
Max. Oh, this is going to be good.
and your mother's maiden name? Yeah, maiden name.
Rollins.
Max Rollins.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That actually sounds like one, doesn't it?
What do you think
Sounds legit.
Yorkie's is? Wiggle Smith.
I thought it was going to be like really traditional.
No, Wiggle Smith. Yeah. Wiggle Smith. Max Rollins.
Max Rollins, yeah.
Max Rollins.
That sounds legit on a
Max
DVD.
Rollins.
On the back of a DVD. Max Rollins and Wiggle Smith
I
in.
won't expand on that, but yeah.
Right. Do you know what?
What?
Just this minute, I'm my own worst enemy. Just this minute, I was watching something on Instagram talking about processed meat. And I was like, yeah, avoid that at all costs. And I've just ordered a ham and cheese toasty from Starbucks. There's no way that that's legit ham. It's got to be. It's definitely full processed meat. Road life.
I was about to say, when you're on
Road
the
life's
road,
hard.
It's really hard to find.
It is in the
good
UK.
food, definitely.
Hold that. Thank
Well, thanks.
Thanks so much. It's brilliant. Thank
Hot
you
crop.
too. Best of luck. There you
Oh,
go.
mate.
You're all right. There you go.
Good job we're in the rangy.
We're all chilled here. Look. There we are. Yeah. So, road life. Need to find a way. I used to drink a lot of Huel, and that was a pretty good substitute for when you're on the road, just to give you enough nutrition to see yourself through with something relatively acceptable.
Marks and Spencer.
I mean, look at this, right? If you were to pull, this is
Yeah.
your average service station in the UK. Greggs, manufactured bacon, sausage rolls.
Careful. A lot of people love Greggs.
I'm sure. I love Greggs, right? But it's not good for you.
It's
Is
about
what I'm
options.
saying.
It's about options.
Well, there's not a lot.
No.
If you luck out and you find a service station where there's an M&S, you can find a nice salad. Well, it doesn't always cut the mustard, so
I
to
mean,
speak.
maybe we should start a service station review channel, you know?
Don't.
No, I think America, no, not dissing America, but the service stations in America blew my mind. Just the sheer
when
colours.
you go into
when
the
you
colours.
walk in, it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's just
It's
bonkers.
like Charlie and the nuclear flipping
Yeah.
food plant.
Yeah.
Not too bad, thank
Good to
you.
see you.
And you?
Have you just come down from just outside of Yorkshire way?
No. There's another one that's collected that one. That's got your...
Oh, the low
drag
drags in there.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
so
so-
that's empty, is it?
That's empty. That's just about to get filled up now with...
All
couple
sorts of
of-
bits and bobs.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Toys.
All right. Well, if you need any help, let us know.
No problem at all.
Okay.
I'll just open the gate and everything.
All right, bud. So we've got a show coming up. We're at Hampton Court Concourse. It's at Hampton Court Palace, and we've got some pretty big announcements there. We're launching a new company group called Driven Automotive, which is acting as like an umbrella company for all of the brands, which many were yet to really talk about on the channel because we've been working on them for 2 years, and it's just starting to get to a position where we can share what the brands are, their offerings, the structure, etc. We've got 25 employees coming down to Hampton Court. Last year we had 6, Yorkie. So the logistics has been nuts. But it also dawned on me this morning when we had that call how much we've grown in 12 months.
How many people popped up? 30?
30 plus? More?
And that's in a year?
No,
Just
not
even a year.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
Quite special, but as part of this show, we're sending cars down. So let's go and catch up with James and see what's going where.
Whose is this Porsche?
I think it's Cameron's.
Nice.
I lose track because Cameron never turns up in the same car twice.
It's always in a different...
He's always in a different car, isn't he? What's going on? What toys have we got? That's finished. That's really cool. I think both Koenigsegg's are going down. Check this out for a story. One of the electricians that was doing some work here dropped off his Ferrari, and he's like, "Oh, quite fancy a bit of this."
No.
How cool is that? Yeah, really great.
Paint change?
Yeah, paint change.
That's going tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the sand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
What's
I'll,
off now? Huh? Which cars are going on?
Two
this batch?
Koenigseggs, Pagani,
The Heritage.
Heritage.
Okay.
That's it.
The 4 litres go in with
Sam is
the.
driving that.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's fine. Okay, the low drag is on its way down.
Yeah, it's going to be dropped off tonight at about 4 p.m.
That's great. Okay, brilliant.
James's car. How many cars have we got going down? 9? 9 or 10.
Yeah, 9 or 10 cars going down. Yeah. How you doing? Good. I'll just have some lunch. Oh.
So you won't be able to eat that in the McLaren.
These 2 new paint booths installed. That's what the drilling noise is.
They're good. They're serious.
They're serious, huh?
A lot different than that.
They're
one.
much larger than
Yeah,
the
look.
original one. From a filming point of view as well, the lighting's amazing, the extraction's perfect.
It's got windows.
Yeah, it's got some windows. So when the spraying's taking place, you won't have to walk inside an active spray booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Really, really
What's
good.
this section? What's that?
This is a paint mixing room. The paint mixing room is connected to the spray booth. So it's all self-contained. So you go in, mix and take the pot straight out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, really excited to share this. This is how many flat whites and Starbucks we've been having. The whole team just lives off it.
Who's Tom White?
There's another one on the pile.
Huh?
Best thing about it.
Do it again, do it again, do it again. Do it again.
Okay, so as part of introducing the Driven Automotive Group to the world at Hampton Court Palace, Koenigsegg London is part of that. So naturally we are taking both of the Regeras down, which is very cool. It's not often that you see a Regera on full jack. So actually, if you look at the, dare I say it, practicality of a Regera, that is some lift. Look at that arch gap compared to standard ride height on this Regera here. I mean, the tyres are really tucked in. It's got some pretty decent ground clearance when it's on full jack, isn't it? Quite cool, that. Look at it. Huge. So yeah, James Dyer is taking both of these over, which will be great. And then we're also taking JE Motorworks. We're taking Evolution with the low drag E-Type. That has just been through a round of substantial updates, including fuel injection, new Motec ECU. We'll be seeing that for the first time when we get to Hampton Court, which will be cool. Yeah, so where are we at and why are you stressed?
Off-camera chat, that is.
Okay.
No, we've just got a lot going on, but we're good. We're in the middle of finishing the building. We're in the middle of getting cars ready for Hampton Court. We're in the middle of customers' cars. We're in the middle of growing, expanding, doing all the things we want to do. So it's stressful times, but the main thing is that McLaren goes back to a very happy customer who's waiting for us.
In the meantime, James has rocked up with his awesome new truck, and half of the cars are going on this, and then half of the cars are going down in their other truck, which is cool. So, just before the Koenigsegg's head on the truck, it's going for a little quick wash, just a rinse down, so that when we get to the show, it's easier to clean. There's no sort of surface grime sat on it. Right now you'll have to forgive the state of the wash bay. It's literally under construction right now, but while we're still operational, we have to use it as a wash bay. But you can see floors temporary. It's just a mess. Listen, Uncut's real. This is where it's at. We're in these limbo moments while we build out the various sections of this building. We've got a handover bay here, still yet to be built. We've got a whole wall that needs to go in here. We've got a mezzanine being built on top with doors coming out of this wall with a platform so that it can be an entertaining space with a balcony that overlooks this area and this area. Offices upstairs. We've got 3 companies in this building. Logic, recruitment bunker, production bunker. And all the while, we're trying to run an operational business, run Bunker 2.0, our own garage, and launch cars at shows. So, hence why right now things are a little bit in limbo and a little bit temporary, and why none of us have really slept much lately. Here's something you don't hear very often, or don't hear very often, is a Regera in Creep E mode. So this is a Regera running purely on electric, while it's shuffling itself around the workshop. Actually pretty cool, because on idle these things sound like a submarine. So it's not something you see often. Quite cool. Really quite a handy feature if you're in a neighborhood and you don't want to wake up neighbors, to be able to exit your garage and just creep up the road in E mode and then fire up the V8s. What did you say? You better not be filming this.
Of course. I'll throw myself in the deep end.
No pressure, mate. It's all good. There's loads of ground clearance on this. You'll be fine. There strangely is. Look at it. God, they look stunning, don't they? What a machine. It's like a great white shark. Wow. By and large, I would not want the responsibility that James has. I'm sure he's insanely well insured, but come on. Ow! He's done that a few times. He's all right. Look at it. It's actually pretty steep when you see it. Quite cool that it is doing it all on E mode, because effectively, while it is a functionality of the car, it's still a relatively small electric drivetrain compared to where the majority of the power in this car comes from. There's something about photos of cars in transporters. Why is it so cool?
That's what I've been doing.
It's so good. Mate, you've done that before. That was too easy. There was no drama or anything then.
Made it look too easy. That's the problem.
So quite helpful that along the way there's these sort of apertures for opening doors. Even though Regera and Koenigsegg's generally, the dihedral doors, they actually keep them quite close to the profile of the car. Like when they open, they only sort of come to about here. Whereas a conventional car door would swing right open. So I know I use this word in slight jest when it comes to Koenigsegg's, but there are some practical elements about them. Look at that thing. Look how close to the profile of the car the door is. Properly cool. All right, next up we've got the JE Motorworks Heritage Defender. This should go up pretty easy. I love this grille. Look at this. Isn't that a beautiful grille? Check out all of the hardware on this as well. Obviously, one of the iconic features of a original Defender is outboard hinge gear, hinge hardware as it were. And JE apply these beautiful billet hardware packs to them. And you can have these anodized or customized to any sort of shade you want to complement the overall theme of the car. Beautiful stuff. When you get up close to these things, I actually love this Heritage spec. It's really simple. Got this sort of safari style cover on the top here. Pretty cool for summer, not that we've had one so far. And we've got lots of swag and gear that is going in the back of this to help us set up when we eventually get to Hampton Court. Cool car, really nice. Tiny detail, but I've been waiting for this forever. Matching calipers with the interior of the car. Now we've actually gone and taken inspiration from McLaren's paint Papaya Spark. So it does actually have a metallic fleck within this paint. And the idea is that it's going to tie in with the interior. If you come here. Wheels going silver, which I think will work well on this. Cam, am I okay to open this door? You never know around here. Sometimes they can be halfway through a stage, which is going to tie in with these accents here. So majoritively bright orange interior, orange calipers, silver wheels. Honestly, a whole new car. Fun fact, this is actually approaching 60,000 miles. So it's amazing what you can do to a car to give it this fresh facelift feel. Man, I'm really pumped with this. It's mega. Really cool. That's got like a full fleck in it, right?
Yeah, so look,
Yeah.
dark orange,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
how
Oh,
it
wow, it's got
flex.
a
So it's done here.
pearlescent fleck in it.
see that bit?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
See how it flexes there and it just goes orange. See it?
Brilliant. Super nice.
So that's the whole idea, is that we
Great.
add like a translucent paint, but you can just see at the top here, see
Yeah.
the pearl.
Yeah.
Just looks stunning.
Really
But
nice.
I didn't want it to be too light. The more pearl you add, the lighter the colour will go.
Right.
If it goes too light, it wouldn't match the interior so well.
Spot on.
So
I guess as well, once it's shrouded within the shadow of the wheel, it's going to darken down a bit more.
So it's literally perfect as it is, if I must say so myself.
The component I'm most looking forward to seeing is the ducktail. Behold, when this is all together as a sum of its parts, I think it's going to look... Just look at the fleck in it. It's going to look so cool. So imagine San Marino blue that you get on the likes of the previous gen BMW M3, but then we've applied a McLaren style fleck to the paint. Look at that. Look how much shimmer there is in there. And this is pre-polished. Look, you can still see that there's a bit of orange peel in there. This is before it's been polished. Look at the, whoa, look at this. Look at the bonnet. Oh, mate, this is so cool. It's transformative. Absolutely transformative. I love the fact that it's the same car that I've had for, 4 years, approaching 60,000 miles. It just feels entirely new car. Properly special. As well, this bonnet, this was actually sourced from the guys at JCR, and this is a carbon RS Speedster style bonnet. You can't actually see it now, it's all masked up from painting, but this is carbon. The standard GT3 bonnet from a 991 Gen 2 generation doesn't have these two strakes here. So that is a styling characteristic that is from the RS or the Speedster from Gen 2 RS. Very cool. It's like loading animals onto the Ark. What spec would you go for if you've got, because basically JE will do you anything.
Yeah.
So what would you build? That one?
I'd take that.
You just take it
Thanks,
as it is. You take it as it is. Do you know what's quite cool about this? Is the Recaro buckets. You can't really see it. Recaro buckets with the red trim. And also, this particular one was requested with no back seats, so it's got a massive boot.
Yeah.
It's
I love
pretty
Thor. We
baller.
drove Thor a lot.
Yeah,
in
Thor's
Scotland,
awesome.
But it is.
I loved all the detail, the smoked hardware, matching billet anodized black fuel cap, all of this stuff, all of the sort of kick plates and everything are black. Look at the paint finish as well. It's literally a mirror.
Mega. Carbon bonnet.
And the all-important lightweight carbon bonnet, you know, on your near 2-ton 2-ton Defender. Yeah. Stand back from the vehicle.
What's that?
Oh, that is a warning.
What is that?
I think it's a proximity
I
sensor.
like it.
It is. It actually is.
It's your London defence mechanism.
It does look cool. Mate, you open that, the alarm's definitely going off, isn't it? 2-car garage, black RS 4 litre, and a JE Defender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
We've got a lot of tyres, I've just noticed.
Sounds right.
So Equus, who are doing the whole Bunker 2.0 fit out, are coming up with a storage solution for these. But, you know, we do a few track days, and Michelin send us the good stuff.
Yeah.
And we actually went through a lot of tyres when we went to the Nürburgring, and I think we're going to squeeze in one last Nürburgring trip before the end of the season. I'd like to take the GT4 RS actually. because we haven't taken it this year. 992's had plenty of love. Also, Manthey can do the Geo and brake pad upgrade for us on the GT4 RS, which would be a game. We love Manthey. So good, that's so helpful. Leon and team and Laura and Amelia, if you're watching, you're awesome. So the only thing we can't get tyres for is the XL1. So these were a Michelin development program together with Volkswagen, and they are a special ultra low rolling resistance tyre which contributes to its 330 miles per gallon. But they don't make them anymore until Volkswagen commission another batch, because they only made 250 cars. 200 of them made their way to the road, so there's only 200 of them being used. Let's face it, most of them are probably in collections. The other 50 were retained by Volkswagen as a sort of R&D and posterity collection. And the ones which are out there, trying to get tyres for it, are currently somewhat of a little nightmare. So we are regularly speaking to Michelin to see if we can source something. They say there might be a few options out there, but effectively until Volkswagen commission the next round for this car, well, let's just put it this way, I hope we don't get a severe puncture. There's one thing we're not going to get on that is a blowout. Because, well, it's so light and it doesn't go very fast. So there's never any friction build-up or anything like that. They're almost like a very big bicycle tyre. Let me see if can I show you down here? You see how thin that is? Yeah, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is the entire width of the XL1 tyre. Kind of wild. Oh man, all of the toys are turning up here. We just had the Evolution, wow, Roadster turn up. It's the first time I've seen this since it's been completed.
Not really what you'd normally see this car between a white Transit van and a Kia. But
This is uncut, mate. This suits you. This suits you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Have you seen how stunning that is? Wow.
Would you like to do the honours of driving it through the workshop into the storage transporter?
Yeah, I would like to do that. Look at the stacking going on here. You would hope that is well tied down. Look at the pitch on that. Mate, that is steep. There's nothing cooler. It's just everything about it. Elbow heights for the chill, everything. So light as well. These things are just like low 900 kilograms. Bizarre.
Does suit you. It looks
I think, James, this is where my insurance ends and yours starts.
No, yours continues. No, stop now. Now the camera is on.
Just straight up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not straight.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Perfect. Got yourself an apprentice there, mate.
Wow, yeah.
There you go, mate.
Bit rusty around the edges, but we'll get
You'll get there.
Hi, how are you? Yeah, we're fully loaded on this load down.
There you go.
Alright, thank you very much.
Nice.
Price tag. Pretty substantial.
There's the price tag.
Well, there's 5 between the Koenigsegg and the Evolution Roadster.
And another half.
Not quite. I know, what a half between these two. Almost 300,000 actually. You could say, no, it's about 5.3. About 5.3, yeah. disproportionately on that side. Actually, it's kind of how would you word this from a 50-50 value distribution?
The real money's at that
The
end.
real money's at this end. Yeah. Look at that. It's just unbelievably beautiful. Yeah, I love this. We get
Dude, it's quite an achievement if you think about it. Look at these.
all of these cars
These
are
work.
in group.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't make Codex eggs,
Yeah.
but we sell them. We make the JE Motorworks Defenders, and we make these.
Big shout out to Gary and all the
Big
boys.
shout out to Gary from Evolution and JE. We're like insanely proud of it all. It's just mega. People down the lens will be like, "What are you talking about? I've not mentioned any of this yet." But there's lots of things to
Lots to
unfold.
see,
Lots
yeah.
of things to unfold.
So much going on there.
So this is a commission we've just finished. This is rolling out and being delivered today. So that's actually a 720S, but it has a 765 rear end on it, and all of this is, well, as you can see now, it's in the sun. All of this is tinted blue carbon. That's all done by Logic. And look at the top of this. All of that's carbon blue. Woo! When I see cars roll out of here, I am so proud of the whole team. I just think, not to blow our own horn, but we're doing a pretty good job here now. You know, to be in the new facility, kicking out work like this. This is an entire blue tinted carbon 765 rear grille. This entire engine cover here, blue carbon. And all of this has been done in-house. The whole paint job, this fade, this middle concave section here, all of this in-house by Logic. Look at all of this. So proud of these guys. Paint finish is exceptionally cool. Well done, guys. So yes, this is a typical off-camera uncut day, the stuff that we typically don't share. And this is why we're running around crazy in the background when the cameras normally go off, because things like this are happening, collecting, dropping off cars, doing final shakedown and preparation for customer handovers from Logic. We've got the production bunker trailer here that's just dropped off the Evolution Roadster. We've still got a second load of cars as well to be collected and go down to Hampton Court tomorrow, which we need to get prepped. And on top of that, the GT3 is still in a state of construction. So all of this stuff needs to be wrapped up in time for the event in a few days' time. So all systems go with everyone at Logic and production bunker. Bye cars. James is good, man. How's that sofa working for you?
The interior design nerd that we got in actually nailed it.
It's temporary.
Yeah, if you want
Look. This is eventually going to be this Logic lounge, okay? So think of previous endeavors we've done. We get there in the end, but this is the stuff we never normally show you.
Here he is.
So here he is. Here he is. We were just talking about our interior design here. It's pretty special.
It's not a space to work with.
It's pretty. I particularly love the call center ceiling. That's my favorite attribute of this.
Seats.
Exactly.
These look like my.
I mean, who needs chair legs? You know.
Yeah, these are sort of my size.
I can work it this level. We've got you in your monitor. Look.
Work in progress, okay? Work in progress. I've got a bit of
Man is obsessed.
I've got a bit of an issue, okay? Listen, I don't smoke, I don't drink, but I buy a lot of Nike Blazers, alright? Nike shaming.
Basically, the more shoes you get, it unlocks different features, and he's got all of them unlocked. He can have any colour he wants. He can have writing on the back. He can have different laces.
And I'm going to order these because they are ridiculous, but they're really cool. I spec'd a pair that are an exact match with the DBS. That matches the wheels and everything.
I want to see all of them lined up in the house.
I don't. It would depress me. But they're only Blazers. I either
makes
wear
it cool.
Blazers or the occasional pair of 8Js if I need to look a bit smarter. But they're brilliant for driving in. Sole thickness is spot on. They're just great. And they're good value, like they're really good value too. I think they last a long time. And hold on, it's like that. It's
can
like,
do it.
It's like a flat-footed thing. Look.
You can do it.
Let's
Let's say we mix PPS.
Yeah, how much you need? A litre?
How
How many PPSs do you need for the wheels? For lacquer?
At least one full.
One full? Oh, that's two full. Plus the hardener, plus the. Okay.
Just like some cool. No, I was thinking. So you know, I've got a thing for jackets as much as I do Nike IDs. So the next jacket, the next leather jacket, I quite fancy some speaking to an artist, not to have like a picture on the back of it or anything, but some sort of cool font across the shoulders, or I don't know, just something. Just wouldn't mind experimenting. I might do some Photoshop first.
Something graphical.
Maybe something graphical, or just chat with an artist and see if anyone can come up with something cool writing wise.
I class myself as a paint expert, however, Vasily actually applies the paint, so,
Okay.
you know.
So what's Vasily
And
saying?
the verdict of Vasily was.
A silver wheel, it would be too light for the car. Blue car with orange calipers.
Yeah, the primary
would look-
silver's
yeah.
too much.
That's gonna be
That's fine
alright.
then.
Is that perfect?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I would go gloss personally,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, not
but
something.
it's
Not
not a bad
something.
option.
It's a contrast, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
is that colour really good?
Yes,
Do you know why?
because you mixed it.
Drop a cog, Yorkie, let's go.
Giving it everything it's got.
Look, 355. If I didn't know better, that looks just like ours. Yes, mate. They're timelessly cool. It's GTS, isn't it? Wonderful machine. I love that. Stay tuned because there's some major 355 news in the pipeline to be announced quite soon. Not the whole thing. We're gonna go classic YouTube and drag it out and tease you until you're punching your screen, going, just show me the flipping car. But it's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be sensational. I think that's fabulous.
You gotta let it right go to the top.
What's going on here,
I'm
Yorkie?
going to. Well,
Is it? Oh, it's really, really flat, isn't it?
you went to Boots.
I went to Boots. I came back, and you're pumping up the
This
tyre.
lady
Fabulous.
pulled in and it's really low. And this gentleman has a pump.
Really low. It's beyond low, isn't
I
it?
don't think there's a mouse in there or a cat.
Has this line got? Yeah. Yeah.
Is it coming out of here?
Might be. I'm not. This lady wants to come out. Let's let her go. You couldn't write this. I literally popped the boots, and I come outside, and Yorkie's squeaking down the side of a car, pumping up someone's tyre. On, frankly, a pump that would struggle to pump up a bicycle tyre. Fabulous.
We're giving up on this.
Honestly, based on that, that is.
I saw her pull in.
I'm
but-
not sure if that's worse than a puncture. That's pretty. It's pretty low. All right.
Oh, she pulled in and
Yeah. Crikey.
good effort.
Oh, that is super helpful. It's
not our
is it,
car.
Is it
Not my
your
car.
car? Oh, it's
She's
not
gone
our
in the
car.
shop.
She's gone in the shop and we've just been helping her out.
Oh, so I will park here.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Is it open?
Is it open? No, it doesn't look like it's open.
Trying to help.
All right, so what we've got now
You've done this before.
is a generator. Yeah, you plug it into the 12-volt
No, not that.
cigarette lighter, effectively.
Oh.
There you go. Proper latch, and then you just whack it in and press go. And then we'll see how truly flat that is. If it's got a massive hole in it, then it just won't happen. Let's see. We were just saying, it just shows that there are still good people around.
Yeah.
This gent just rocked up out of nowhere. Saw we were struggling. There you go, look. There he goes. Let's see. That is super flat. That's improving. It seems to be holding up somewhere. It's already much better than it was. You can hear it. It's got a severe puncture in it. You can hear it going down, huh? It's pretty.
Yeah, you don't stop like 30
What's it on?
psi and then not going over.
Looks like there, look, she's down to the canvas, just there. You can hear the air coming out of it. She needs to go around to the tyre place ASAP. Comment below, what do you think is the price of a McLaren Senna windscreen? I'll share that with you when I get to the car. We had a stone chip. It was covered under the excess of my insurance, which is great, but just roll the dice in the comment section before you get to the actual part of the video. McLaren Senna windscreen, what's the price? Okay, so here comes the car. So I've just collected it as a breakdown. net, so before tax, Senna windscreen, £5,313. Tax, just over £1,000. 6,300 all in. £6,375 for this thing's windscreen. And I genuinely don't know how it differs from a 720S, other than it might be a little bit thinner and there's a hefty proportion of Senna tax on there. £6,000 for a flipping piece of glass, man. That is unbelievable. It's the best excess I've ever paid. 100 quid to get that swap. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for that. All right. So fun fact, just learned something brand new, that on the Senna, if you're looking to put charge back into the battery a little bit quicker than standard driving, if you switch the aircon on, it puts it under load and charges the battery a little bit faster than with the aircon off. You would think it would be the other way around, wouldn't you? But service advisor back there just said, FYI, if you've left it somewhere and it needs a bit of love, put the aircon on. So, who knew?